There were 10. They got through the first plague. There's a list. I have a list. Ready? The first list was the blood, right? Water turned to blood. The second was the frogs. You remember when the frogs happened? And Moses went back to Pharaoh and he said, "When should I entreat the Lord?" Right? When do you want these frogs? He said, about this time tomorrow." He waited till tomorrow. And then they took the frogs, and dead frogs, and they made heaps of them, and they stank. Okay? And Pharaoh's heart was hardened again. Okay? But the third one, do you know what it was? It was when Aaron took the rod of God and he struck the ground, and the dust became lice. And the magicians tried to duplicate every single miracle, every single sign that happened in the children. You know, one of the things I really take notice of about the story of the children of Israel trying to get out of bondage, they really didn't want to get out of bondage. They didn't want to do the uncomfortable stuff to stop the cycle of serving a false god king, okay, named Pharaoh. They didn't really want to stop the cycle. They kept rebellion to Moses. Moses said, they'd be like, "Moses, why'd you have to come here and say anything at all? You're just making it worse." And it wasn't until the third sign. You know, the third sign is important because number 3 is the resurrection power of Jesus Christ. Amen? And it was when he struck the ground and the dust became lice, the magicians tried to do the same thing, and they said, "Oh, surely this is the finger of God." Do you know the finger of God only happened in the Bible like 3 times, I think it was. It happened when Moses went up to the mountain, right? And he spent 40 days and 40 nights with God, and God took his finger and he wrote on 2 tablets of stone the 10 commandments. The word, "Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill." He gave us 10 little simple commandments, but he wrote it with his finger. And another time is in John chapter 8 when the woman came before Jesus. They caught her in the very act of adultery, and they threw her in the midst and said, "Jesus, the law says we should stone this woman. What do you say?" And he said to them, he said nothing. But he took his finger and he wrote in the dirt. And he said to the woman, after he said, "Let him who has no sin cast the first stone," and they went out from the oldest to the youngest, and only one left was Jesus and the woman. And Jesus said to the woman, he says, "Woman, where are thy accusers?" And she said, "There are none, Lord." And he said, "I remember what you did yesterday." No, he didn't say that at all. He said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Go and sin no more. Start a new pattern in your life.